Hey, excuse me. Let's talk a little bit more about magic. Now, as I always say, in the name of Yahweh, in the name of Lord, Yahshua, sign, direction of the Spirit. One of the books that had aided me I'm going to say many years ago, because it wasn't recently. I just came online, um, shall I say, within the last 2 years with my study uh, of magic. And though a lot of you might not even realize it's actually come from other Jewish, sources that were within my reach. And this book here, The Lesser Key of Solomon, what is known as Ars Goetia. Okay, some people know this book, all right, to be the compendium, all right, of demonology, of Jewish mysticism, the 72 demonic energies that are on the Qliphothic tree, that are throughout the 32 paths. Okay, now my first application with anything dealing with the Kabbalah was, as you know, was the tree of life, the Kabbalah. Okay, this is the opposite side. This is where it comes into the tree of death. Okay, now for those of you who didn't know anything about the Urgia Goetia or anything else, these are heavily coded and written texts on demonology. But to say the least, as my curious mind has always drove me, I delved into it with an open mind to learn. Now, everything from inside of this book, I can only show you so much from the beginning, tables of contents, some of the sigils, that are in here, the description, the times of day, things that I like to deal with as far as astrology. All of that is in there. How to commune, I don't want to say command, because a lot of y'all are novices and y'all don't want to be trying to command nothing y'all don't understand. But the calling forth, the dealing with these particular energies. Now, before you get too carried away, understand that in this particular book, it was actually a manuscript that was descended down from King Solomon himself. Because if you realize when you read the Bible that King Solomon built the temple, all right, of the Most High. And one of the things they said in there is you did not hear one hammer. All right. He had vases and he had jars, vials with sigils with these particular demonic entities that actually worked for him because of the knowledge that had been given to him by the Most High as far as the laws of nature, the elements, the celestial bodies. All right. Solomon, a lot of people don't even realize is his name itself means in solar eclipse. But let's not get off of that. This particular video is a video that pertains to how I got started, which is this book here. Now, there were others, all right, and I will bring them in other videos. But nonetheless, there is so much that you have to learn and you have to come to understand about working with the Qliphoth. If you read my summary caption, all right, in my bio, it actually gives a description of how I started on the path and that I travel spiritually throughout the Qliphoth. Now, that is something that is much more deeper than I have time to talk for. But if you are really interested in stepping into The inverse aspect of the Kabbalah, which most tarot readers are completely familiar with, because you have to deal with the 22 major arcana and then the remainder of the 50 something arcana of the minor arcana of the four suits of energies that run throughout the 32 paths of the tree of life known as the Kabbalah. But when you get ready to do with the inverse, we're going to step now off into descent, off into the infernal, which in this point would be Ars Goetia. So if you're interested, take the time, click the link, buy the book, and start your journey. Because before you can ever become proficient in understanding how to use the light side of energies, or what they call magic, in order to protect yourself, you must know the darker side. So click the link in the bio. The card is on the screen. If it's in you to want to know, take a leap of faith.